This was the first Bells board that you won on?
This was 2012, was the year that Kelly did the crazy air.
Oh, nearly had a heart attack that year because I was on the sand ready to pick you up and carry you in, and then he did that thing and I was like, oh, here we go again. You know, like,
he goes another bell. That was my third final in a row at Bells. I'd lost to Joel, I'd lost to Kelly. This board was really different. We put what we call the tour tail now. That's where that started, with the straighter edge, more volume across the whole board. It was a big change for me personally in my career. I changed so much up. Got a new coach, got a new trainer. This board was the one that for the last half of my career started all the consistency, not only my performances, but the consistency in the boards that you were making.
This is the start of computerized machining. That's when we started making models. I can give you exactly what you ride and I can upscale it or downscale it to just the normal guys out there. All that work that you've done, you know, benefits for everyone else.
That was the beauty of our relationship, that we could communicate that. Sure, there was some ego and stuff at times and stuff like that, you know, coming in and just throwing all my boards at you because I hated them, there were times where you were just like, you're surfing like shit, just grow up a bit. And I think it was just that communication was like, all right, let's try this or let's try that, or me trying a different board or trying a different fin setup, or I think that was the beauty of where we were. This era here just changed how precious I was just around one board. If I broke my favourite board a few years earlier, that was it. Yeah. I was done for the year unless I had another. Yeah, you're done.
Yeah. Blanks are a really important part. Every now and then they get dented and stuff like that. But do you feel like sometimes that's a benefit, like your feet sink into it?
The dents up here, great. But down through here, you get to a point like we see through here, it loses that little bit of life, and where that spring doesn't pop out.
You made it to the final, and you got to surf against Kelly.
That was the celebration for MP. MP had just passed away and we paddled out and the whole cliff erupted, and that was a real special place to be in, and I was close to tears, you know, knowing MP personally and then knowing the family and everything, so that was really special. And also Kelly had always been really close with the Peterson family. As soon as the hooter went, I just went into psycho mode. I caught my first wave, it was a good one, and paddled out the back. He fell off on one just as I was coming back around. He's paddled out and he goes, was that a really good one? And I just didn't even look at him, I just ignored him. Totally just brushed him. He told me that he's just like, you made me so mad, I'm gonna just do the biggest air I possibly can just to get you fired up again. And he was trying big alley-oops and not really getting anything, and then he just did that one big thing. In 2007 when I was in the title race, one day he would be like all happy, and then the next day he wouldn't talk to me. And so like, I would never know what I was getting off him. I made a decision in my own head that I was just going to ignore him. Until he actually sat next to me and put his arm around me, I was just going to ignore him. Yeah, it was funny. We sort of got halfway through the year and he was wondering why I kept walking past him without saying hello. I just kept going. He's a guy, he knows how to get under people's skin and he knows how to mess with them. You got to counteract it and, you know, get into his head.